your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
I'm just excited to see what the final product is.
So I'll be the guy to say I actually dig my own voice. I do, I like it, I'm into it, and I think it's gonna be so cool to be in the classroom and hear people around campus say, hey, Mr. Hogger, I heard you in 2K. It'll just give me so much cred where my lesson plans will write themselves from here. This is great. This is everything I need, professional development. It's all here, it's awesome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barclays Center. We're here for the final game in the Battle of Brooklyn. I'm Joe Lamy. Alongside me are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Great matchup in this one between Louisiana Northeast and
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And the Clippers starting 5. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Peyton in at the point. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. George with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Here's Barrett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash. But R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports. And it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You can count on R.J. Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination and at some point will lead a ball club.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Payton. And the dunk by Payton.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down. And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
The throw good, Paul George.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He feels like this first meeting between these two teams will be a feeling out process. Coach said the Clippers have so much experience. They know how to suck you into playing their game. He told his guys, we need to dictate the pace or it's going to be dictated to us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so it's New York with it after the basket by Los Angeles.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And they get it, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
For New York, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Bullock, and the Knicks miss again. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The 3 from George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And so New York calls timeout, their first. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Payton dishes to Randall. Out to the right wing. For three, Bullock. And the Knicks miss again. And here's Los Angeles. This run now up to 13-2. George with the bucket. George has got 9.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Good work there as it goes.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Barrett. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Back to Payton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Beverly against Payton, and that one's good. Beverly, 7 points in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart.
Oh!
No way. And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Elfrid Payton.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
That's good from Beverly.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Knicks trail by 11. Quickly. And the rejection by Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. Barrett covering. And he makes that one. Leonard's got 5 now.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To the middle. And Randall throws it down.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Here's Beverly. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. They trail by 11. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Quickly, defended by Beverly, and he's good on the 3-ball. 6 points for him.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
George, no good. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Barrett, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And Bones, when you look at RJ Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. and he sinks the second. So it's the Clippers now. 9-point game. George with the bucket. George has got 11 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Got a piece of it. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Randall outside. The pass to Barrett. Quickly, defended by Beverly. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
On defense, the Clippers. The lead is 15. Pass to Barrett. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. Quickly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
George against Robinson. Robinson with the block. Rivers with it. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Offensive rebound.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Scooped up. Randall. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Randall's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks. The 3 from George. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Williams gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Taken away by Williams. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Knicks trail by 16. New York calls timeout. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Leonard. Now, Toppin. Burks, the pass to Rivers. Buries the long-range jumper. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
Knicks trail by 13. To the inside. Burks' shot is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Williams, that's for two. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 7 points in the game.
So good at scoring over the defense, Lou Williams. It's like he's better under pressure or with more difficult shots from time to time.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Burks, the pass to Knox. That's tipped and stolen by Williams.
It's kind of a comedy of errors for them in this first half thus far. Just been all over the place.
Back to Burks, over Jackson. Here's Rivers, and he makes good on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Zubac trying to break loose. Williams gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 13.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Rivers passes to Toppin. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working to get inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And free throw good for Morris.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Rivers dishes to Toppin. The feed now to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And last season, Marcus Morris's name, one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
1:57 left to play here in the first. Passes to Burks. From deep. Good on the triple. Burks has got 5 now.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the Knicks. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
Well, I think for New York, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Williams attacking. 2 points. That one goes. 16 points for him.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Morris. The shot's good. Morris has got 5 points so far.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Burks looking around. Here's Rivers. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jackson misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And the 3 ball is good.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Jackson from long range. Toppin pulls it in. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 9 points. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson against Burks. 6 to shoot. It's Rivers on the wing. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the 3-point shot has been big for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
They've got Toppin. Alfred Payton is out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Knox in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. A 3-pointer is right on target.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Burks. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shot's good by Williams.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Knicks trail by 9. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
New York shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for New York. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams.
1 shot.
Clippers leading by 6. Beverly for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Kennard. And the shot is good. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Burks finds Noel. Back to Burks. Pass to Knox. The 3. And the Knicks miss again. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Krill's the three-pointer. Leonard's got 8 points.
Now, going back to his college days, this is one of Leonard's favorite moves, the simple pull-up off the dribble.
There's the pass to Burks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Knox. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Noel. Bullock kicks to Burks. Hits it from three-point range. Burks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Beverly, the guy that you don't expect to have this kind of output offensively, getting it done.
Burks on the wing. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. At one point, they led by... Wow, hammering it in!
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
And so it's New York with it. Payton up top, defended by Beverly. Here's Bullock. Here's Noel. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's the fast break. Here's Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Knicks trail by 17. Poked loose. Leonard with the steal.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
You think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
He's perfect from the line this time. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. That one goes in. Leonard's got 16.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Quickly, defended by Beverly. Trying to get open is Robinson.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now, here's Bullock. He's guarded closely, and Randall throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the shot goes down. Beverly's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Quickly, defended by Beverly. For 3, Barrett. They grab their own miss. Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
Here's Beverly. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Beverly's got 22. The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Rivers, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Mitchell Robinson. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 1st in shooting percentage, 8th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And Randall throws it down.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Here's Beverly. 22 points for him. That shot is off. Knicks trail by 21. Quickly. And that one goes long. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. Passes it to Robinson. Kicks to Barrett. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Leonard. Batum's got his first 2 points.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. In the 3rd spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And when they get to those sweet spots, you can just count it. Each one of them is capable of having that kind of night where it looks like the bucket is about 5 feet wide for them.
That's good from Beverly.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Both free throws good from Beverly. And so here is New York. Pass to Rivers. Inside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
George, no good. New York's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Randall. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And George gets it to go.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Rivers can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Rivers against Ibaka. Back to Rivers, down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown. Rivers has got 21 in the game.
Squaring up, you could see the work that Rivers has put into the mechanics on his shot. He's making himself into a more consistent player. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
It's Rivers on the wing with the putback. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Stolen by Robinson. Quickly defended by George. Here's the 3. Robinson misses. It's been all Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Leonard against Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Barrett. And the Knicks making a change here. Toppin's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. That one is no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And the pass to Randall. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, the muscle and the intensity there from Randall showing off, and he converts through contact.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. The free throw drops for Jackson.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And there it is for him.
Next round, 78.
1:16 left in the first half of the game. Williams with the ball, picked up by Barrett, and it's blocked. Payton against George. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Williams is running.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Paul George. Putting up about 24 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Payton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Jackson drives in, makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Payton. New York moving the ball around. A nice shot by Rivers.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Basket good. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Passes it to Toppin. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Jackson missing again. Here's Rivers. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front and the post and, you know, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm. As smart and as safe as they're playing, they made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them, but I point to their weak and tight defense more than anything else. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Austin Rivers has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The Knicks shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka in at the center.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Robinson trying to get open as Randall. A beautiful reverse layup. Robinson's got 6 points.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Payton kicks to Bullock. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Now, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And it's Bullock missing. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
There at the pass to Bullock. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 9. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's George. Yep, that one goes in there.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
For Los Angeles, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot.
Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. To the wing right side, launches a 3. The offensive rebound, Robinson. Pass to Bullock, lets it go with a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Bullock's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for New York.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
To the paint, here's Payton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Beverley against Payton. Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break. Beverley's got it. Over Payton. Here's Leonard. Yep, it counts. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's like he's got a couple of suction cups at the end of those long arms. Those huge hands from Kawhi, helpful on the glass.
And they double up Payton. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And that's 17 points for Julius Randle.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
The pass to Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. Batum grabs the miss. LA has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Count that one. Leonard's got 29 in the game.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Barrett. Goes up on the wing. Count the basket. Barrett's got 7 points.
RJ right there, moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
Count that bucket. Here's Payton. He has 6. And to get open is Robinson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive by Elfrid Payton. To draw a foul inside the paint, the D looks flustered.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And the Clippers call time here. So for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett. And Alec Burks subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. That one is off.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And he's good on the second. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. From the wing. And he can't bank that one in. The Knicks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Clippers, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Free throw good, Burks. Good on both. LA has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Deep 2 from Beverly. And that one hits back iron. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Great long strides there from Kevin Knox and a beautiful hoop gliding down the floor in transition.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Drops one in from the wing. Kennard's got 7 points in the game. New York's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Down low, here's Burks. And that one drops.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Alec Burks. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Burks hits 2 free throws. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Count that one.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And they pick up 2. And that's 31 points for Leonard.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Passes it to Noel. Robinson left side. And Noel kicks to Burks. New York moving the ball around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Knox has got 6 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And it's Beverly missing. New York shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. To the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Just way too easy as Kevin Knox rises up for the dunk.
Here's Beverly. Again, the Clippers.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Quickly. No good. Shot missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. A shot by Batum. No good.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Kennard, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Knox. Burks with it. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
And there's the pass to Noel. And here is Robinson. No good from outside. Now here's Beverly, guarded closely. Buries it down low. Beverly's got 32 points in the game.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Robinson up top. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Jackson. He's got 7 over Burks. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jackson's got 9.
And he uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Rivers kicks to Burks. Sinks the three-pointer. Burks has got 9 points in the quarter.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open 3.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Because he scores so often, Williams draws defensive attention. Coaches change some coverages, which in turn open up some passing opportunities.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 13.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Noel. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And that one is good.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Burks on the wing, lots of room, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Williams, that's good.
Man, the confidence that Sweet Lou is showing right now, he's tearing them up.
Rivers against Williams. And the rejection by Zubac. Morris looking over the floor. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Zubac, that's good.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass. Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Jackson misses.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And the basket by Knox. Here's Williams. He's got 23. Over Rivers. Williams' shot is off. New York shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Burks, the pass to Toppin. New York moving the ball around. He gets that one. Rivers has got 30.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And we talk about Lou Williams being one of those herky-jerky players, unpredictable at how he's going to score, but he will score.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Williams.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Randall's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Barrett comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Burks. The Clippers also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Paul George in for Kennard. New York shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rivers looking over the floor. Wide open look. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 27 points for him.
So good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, opening up a huge gap. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Reggie Bullock. Taj Gibson is out there with Toppin. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Rivers in a 2-guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And you don't have to tell Jackson to take that kind of shot. He's going to every time.
Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Great D that time from Gibson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Patterson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Finished off the break. 15 points for Reggie Jackson.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Pass to Rivers. Clock at 6. Now, here's Toppin. He's guarded closely.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Man. And it falls over the rim and in. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. To the paint. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Rivers.
Well, saw the opportunity, did Elfrid Payton, and inside capitalized.
Puts one up from 19. He squares up and sinks it. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Inside, here's Payton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high-percentage shot.
Lets it fly from 18. And he overshot that one, missing. The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Rivers passes to Payton. Yep, that one goes.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Stolen by Bullock. 4-on-3 break. Toppin can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Payton outside. Three-pointer on the way. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You know, you have to be ready for this. Defensively, Morris has a terrific pull-up. Maybe a better choice for him than taking it to the rack.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Another one falls for the Clippers. The Knicks shooting 40% in the fourth. Here's Rivers. Here's Toppin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New York, Obi Toppin. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Austin Rivers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Clippers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. They get it again. Patterson lays it up and banks it in. Patterson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Here's Toppin. He kicks it to Bullock. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Kabengele. Up and in on the layup.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Here's Payton. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Kabengele. Now here's Payton. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Toppin, and Toppin throws it down.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Here's Jackson. Off the left rim and out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Pass to Ntilikina. Gibson up top. And it's denied. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
The Clippers shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Here's Patterson. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
In transition, Ntilikina doing a bit of damage now.
And the Clippers call time here. Kennard, he's checked in for Morris. Payton against Jackson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
And that defense wasn't enough on Jackson. He's clever and can shoot through that opposition.
And they double up Payton. Pass to Bullock. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Patterson, that's good. New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And Toppin throws it down.
And there's some entertainment value in the windmill.
Oh, a rim shaker and a wrist breaker. Releases from 15. Again, Los Angeles.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
And Gibson now atop the key. Kicks it to Toppin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The 17-footer. The Knicks pull it in. Toppin's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Ntilikina can make some noise around the rim at that size.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Shoots over Bullock. Jackson misses.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Kept alive, Gibson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Tries again. It's good.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Madison bringing the double. Now here's Bullock. Kennard covering. And here's Bullock. Shot clock at 6. Toppin, no one around him. Drops in the tray. Toppin's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pulls up on the wing. Man can't hit. The Knicks shooting well. 50% from the floor. Bullock with it. Jackson on him. Bullock kicks to Ntilikina. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Man can't hit.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And Los Angeles guys shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jackson's got 21.
And another for Jackson, a streaky score, but when he gets hot, watch out.
Payton the bounce pass. Now the pass to Ntilikina. And it's off from three-point range. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Got a piece of it. Gibson with the steal. Payton with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. He dishes it to Patterson. Pass to Man. Clippers moving the ball around. A nice shot by Kevin Gelly. And so it's New York with it. Here's Ntilikina. Yes, that goes in. Ntilikina's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Frank looking better and better here on the offensive end.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers. A different look for New York. Kevin Knox comes in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Burks in for Elfrid Payton. There's 1:38 left in the game. Here's Ntilikina. Passes it to Knox. And here is Toppin. Guarded by Jackson. To the inside. Gibson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Burks kicks to Ntilikina. Toppin, good.
Well, he's a pass-first point guard. Ntilikina with a nice play there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead by 43. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Burks with it. Pass to Knox. The three. Nailed from three-point land.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
The three from Morris. The Knicks pull it in. Now Burks. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.